Welcome to Gold Miles TV. We are here at Good News, Glynn. We're so excited today. Stay tuned. The show is coming up next. Welcome to Gold Miles TV. I'm your host, Avery Brooks, and we're with Mr. Fallon, the county manager. And this is the second episode of Good News, Glynn, a show where we just let everybody know about the good news going on in Glynn County. So welcome.
Well, thanks for having me again. Good to see you.
Absolutely. Good to see you. So let's start off. Spring. Spring is almost upon us, or it is here. Right now, we want to talk specifically about what's going on in March. And I know that you were doing the quarterly execution reviews, and now you've got open houses that are planned. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Sure. We had our quarterly execution review. And so just to kind of recap where we were last month, we have our strategic plan, and then we also have SPLOS. So those are two of the big things that we actually have. And so the quarterly execution reviews were a best practice that I actually brought from the federal government over to Glynn County. And it is a process where we actually bring all of our department heads, and it's fully transparent. We talk about, really on the SPLOS side, we talk about all the projects, and we drill down into each one of the projects that are going on. And they're long. The first two that we did, the one for SPLOS back in November, was about 3.5 hours, and same thing for our strategic plan that we just did last month in February. But it's a great information sharing opportunity for us to really get out and reach the public. They can watch those videos. But one of the things that we actually learned was those are during the day, and a lot of people have a hard time actually trying to come and be part of the quarterly execution reviews, or QERs. And so what we wanted to do, in addition to the videos being on YouTube, we wanted to make sure that we were able to get out and allow the public to come and meet with us. It's going to serve a couple of purposes. So we actually have a lot of new department heads, so we can introduce them to the public. And so we're going to have two open houses. So we're going to have those next week. So on Tuesday night, the March 12th, from 6 to 7, we're going to be at the library here, downtown Brunswick. And then on Wednesday night, March 13th, we're going to be same time, 6 to 7, out at the casino. And so those open houses are going to be what they are. They're open houses. So come on out, talk to us, ask questions, see the projects, see the strategic plans, see all of the initiatives that we're working on. And like I said, come out and meet some of our county staff.
Right. So, and this is, you said it was, how often are you going to do these? Is this a once a year? I think you mentioned.
Yeah, I think we're going to try and do them twice a year. They're open houses. So the quarterly executions are just that. So in November, we did SPLOS. Then, February, we did strategic plan. So again, in May, we'll do SPLOS again, and so on.
Okay.
But we'll probably try and do these at least twice a year, where we actually go out to the public and just give you the opportunity to come on and say hello and ask us questions.
Yeah, what a great idea, and very thoughtful of the county to understand that this is necessary, because like you said, the meetings are during the day. Maybe somebody doesn't have time to even watch such an in-depth 3-hour situation, but this is a kind of quick way for them to just ask their questions. But I would say, maybe obviously come listen, but also be prepared, be ready, because it is only 1 hour, 6 to 7. So be ready with your questions. Maybe go ahead and write some things down before you attend the meetings, whether it be on the mainland or the islands. But it sounds like a great opportunity, and very exciting.
Yeah, and we have a lot to talk about. So in addition to all the projects, we have other projects that aren't on the SPLOS list, like the Coast Guard Beach, for instance, the park there, Juvenile Justice Center that we're building here downtown, a couple other road projects, drainage projects. There's all kinds of stuff that Glynn County's doing. And like I said, our staff are committed across the board. You see them out there every day. We'll have police and fire out there as well, and emergency management. So it's really all our department heads and staff. So really anything you want to talk about when it comes to county government and what we're doing here at Glynn County, we're going to have it covered.
That's great. Yeah, I don't remember Glynn County ever doing anything like this. So it's a new opportunity. And I love that so many department heads are going to be there. And so, like I said, kind of be ready with your questions, and what a great thing. So this is very exciting. I know people will attend and have many questions. So thank you. Anything else you want to talk about before we switch over to Lisa?
I think one of the things that we had discussed was maybe bringing in some staff. So we have department heads, we have commissioners. They all want to get on your show and be able to talk about some of the things that they're doing. So on the staff side, our first one up is going to be Lisa Gerganis, and she's our Recs and Parks director, and she calls it Recs and Parks for a reason. Rec is first, I guess. So people first, and then Parks second. So it's not like the show. But she's going to be on. She's going to talk about some of the great things that we're doing here in Glynn County with Recs and Park. And then you're also going to have the opportunity to talk to Chairman Wayne Neal, who wants to talk a little bit about his vision for this year and in future years as well, and also talk about his perspective on things going on in Glynn County. So we love the format. We're happy to be guests, and so we appreciate you having us on. And so unless you have anything else, I'm going to turn it over to Lisa to talk about her department.
We're here. Good news, Glenn. This is an opportunity for the county to share information with the public. And right now we are speaking with Lisa Gerganis. She is the Recs and Park Director. So we're thrilled to have you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Avery. It's great to be here, and I appreciate being included. I'm excited about this opportunity to talk about county and our department.
Absolutely. Yeah, so let's get started. So let's tell a little bit about yourself and how long you've been working for Glynn County.
Well, I've been with Glynn County since September of 2017. I'm a lifelong recreation and park professional. So I've been doing this for about 35 years, telling on myself. But I came to Glynn County in 2017. Love it here. It's a great environment. Working under Mr. Fallon has just been amazing. He and the Board of Commissioners have great vision for the county, and I'm just glad to be a part of that.
Excellent. Yes. So let's jump into recreation and parks. This is going to be spring, so March and April coming up, lots of events. Do you want to talk a little bit about like Little League opening day, Saturday, March 23rd? Yeah. Tell us about all that.
Okay. Well, yeah, spring has sprung in Glynn County. The parks are very busy right now with spring baseball, softball, soccer, t-ball, blast ball. All of our parks, you're going to see a lot of kids out there in the evenings practicing and playing games. And one of the most exciting pieces of spring is our opening day festivities at Mallory Park on St. Simon's. It's a community event. It's been going on for many, many years. I think we're probably in the second or third generation of families that have enjoyed that activity. It's one that brings the community together, the families together. All of our teams that are participating at Mallory Park will parade through the village with their banners and their uniforms on that Saturday, March 23rd. They'll be escorted by some of Glynn County's finest from the public safety departments, police department, fire department, sheriff's department, and they will escort them to the park. And then we'll have a lot of festivities for the families: home run derby, inflatables, concessions. Our St. Simon's Athletic Association volunteers will be there supporting it, and it's just a great community day. It's really one of those feel-good days that just is really important to the community and to our department.
Yes, absolutely. It feels like spring. Somebody was saying, like, when that first bat, first ball is hit, it just is like, woo, spring is here and it feels great. And this is such a kind of a milestone, just a significant part of our community, and really signifies the beginning of spring. So this is awesome. Thank you. We want to, I know there are lots of projects going on with Recs and Park. We also want to maybe next time jump into beach and water safety, lifeguards and the beaches and the changing tides, and even we could segue into a little bit the Coast Guard project.
Sure, that'd be great. And we're hiring right now for our summer positions, our lifeguard positions at our pools, and on beaches, site attendants. So yeah, we're looking for some enthusiastic young people who want to be a part of a great summer work opportunity, helping the community, serving others. So that's what we're in the midst of right now, and making sure we get the right staff on board so we can protect our pool patrons and our beach patrons when they come and use our facilities.
Yes, yes. I know you want the right staff. That makes all the difference. So everybody, pay attention to that, and it would be a great way to have a wonderful summer job. And then the addition of the Coast Guard project, sort of expanding that, the new bathrooms and all of that is going to be amazing. So we can't, we'll definitely follow those projects coming up. But let's talk about a project that has just been done, the new inclusive playground at Blythe Island. First,
Avery, that's a really exciting project.
yeah.
I'm so excited that our county commissioners, our county leadership supported funding this project. We're looking at building what is the first fully inclusive playground here in Glynn County. It'll be at Blythe Island Regional Park. We've begun construction of the playground. There's still a little bit more work to do before it actually opens to the community, but it is going to be just an amazing, I call it a game changer. It's going to make the playground will end up being a destination playground in my mind, because it'll be one that serves families who have children of all abilities, all ages and abilities. It will have inclusive play pieces for everybody. So just really excited. It's going to have a synthetic turf surface, and again, a game changer, I feel like, for our county, something that we really needed. We all of our playgrounds are accessible, and they do have inclusive pieces, but to have one that's completely fully inclusive, this will be the first of its kind here in the county. Very exciting project.
Yes, and talk a little bit about it's a gated community. So there are certain hours that you can access the playground. Is that right?
That's right. Yes. Some have asked, why did you choose Blythe Island Regional Park as the location for this? And honestly, back in 2022, when we were working on a vision plan for that specific park, a new playground was one of the ideas that came forward. That plan was approved by the Board of Commissioners at that time. And so as we started looking at this kind of a playground, looking at Blythe Island Park, which is our largest park, it's almost 1,200 acres. There's a lot of land there, a lot of trees, but also a lot of open land near the lake. And that was a really big deciding factor, because with what we're building, you don't want to put it under trees. The synthetic turf is something you'd rather have more out in the open. But there'll be a lot of shade on the playground in the design. But where it's going to be located is very visible. We'll have staff that'll be keeping eyes on it, during the day. It'll be lovely. It's going to be right next to the lake, but it's going to be one where a lot of parking is available. Even school bus parkings or large group parking could be right there. And the park does have certain hours, the gate hours. So that was kind of a good match for what we were looking for with the playground, because it's a large investment. And, you don't want to have something like that people can access in the middle of the night. So when the park is open, the playground will be open.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you work with any special needs groups or agencies on the concepts for the playground?
Yes, we actually did. When we started thinking about this, I contacted the SOAR, our organization, Ms. Jane Christian, and we started talking about what she felt, would be needed in this community. And obviously, a playground was the first thing that came to her mind, as well as ours. So that was really great. And so I asked her to help me identify some key folks in our community who could help be a part of a design team to put the playground components together. So she suggested, I think we had a parent or two, a parent that had a child with special needs, who was very involved in that. And then I had several teachers who are adaptive PE teachers or special needs teachers in the community. And so they served as part of that planning committee to design the playground. And then we had a representative of our park advisory board served as a member of that. So working together, we worked with the vendor. We came up with the design with different play components, and I think we got it right. At least I hope we do.
Excellent. Yes. Okay. Two more things. Do you have a date for any sort of grand opening for this park?
We don't yet, but we will be planning one. So like I said, I think there's a couple more weeks of construction that's going to be needed. So hopefully by the end of March, there'll be a soft opening where it can be used. But we will likely plan a grand opening, a celebration that the community can come out to. probably sometime in mid to late April. We haven't established a date yet, but we'll definitely keep you guys posted.
Yes, keep us posted. Very exciting. Okay, are there any other projects from Recs and Parks that you would like to talk about?
We have a lot going on. It's really busy. I'm proud of our staff that's worked so hard. I don't know if you know this, but back in 2022, our department was the agency of the year for our state Recreation and Park Association. So we're real proud of that, and I'm proud of the hard work our staff puts in. We're here as the fun department. We want people to have fun and want people to come and enjoy the parks and the programs we put out there. So we try to do our best, and there's a lot of good stuff happening in our parks right now, and that's mainly due to our commissioners and our county leadership who keep the support coming for us, and the community. We couldn't do it without the community support.
Absolutely. Well, it's great that the commissioners are working with you. I mean, of all places to have great recreation, I think it's right here on the coast, right?
Absolutely.
We were able to enjoy it, 365 days a year. So
yes.
It's important in all regards, just for fun, but also the rec teams and the new inclusive park and playground. It's very exciting. So, yes, thank you so much for being on the show today. We appreciate your time, and we look forward to more shows in the future.
Sounds good. I really appreciate it. And and good luck with this venture. I think it's going to be great for the community. It's another way to get good information out there about what's happening in the county.
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you. And we love putting a face to a name. Sometimes you hear about the rec department, or you hear about, whatever, you don't see them. Sometimes they're kind of behind the scenes. So we love presenting you and introducing you to the community in a more visible way. So so thank you so much.
Thanks. Well, I appreciate that. Yep.
Welcome to Golden Isles TV. We are back again, and we are here with Chairman Wayne Neal, and we're so excited to have you today. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good, and thanks for having me on today.
Absolutely. Yes. So you are in your second term as County Commissioner District 3. Is that right?
That's correct. I'm in the second year of the second term, so I've got the better part of 3 years left in this term. So,
wow. Okay. So tell me about that. And for those that don't know, tell us about sort of how you got to be commissioner and then chairman. How does that work?
Okay. Well, to be commissioner, obviously you have to run. And I've been a private business owner in this community for most of my adult life. So working with the county on the other side of the table for many years, I decided that perhaps it was time I went to the other side and tried to affect a few changes. So you want a place where your children and your grandchildren can grow up and have jobs and a future. And that was one of my passions, in running for this, was to ensure that we could grow our county, spread our tax base with that growth to lower the burden on individual taxpayers. That was one of my goals, and we've been successful for the last 3 years. We've lowered our millage rate each year. We have the second lowest millage rate in the state, so that's something that we're proud of. And as per becoming chairman, that is, you're elected by your other commissioners to that position, and they've entrusted that to me again this year, and it's a great privilege, but it's a testament as well as to how well we work together. This commission pulls together with a vision of what we want to see for the future of Glynn County.
Yes, absolutely. Having cooperation, working as a team, and then electing a wonderful chairman is all, and good leadership is all part of a good plan. Tell us about some of the unique challenges that you weren't expecting over the past few years.
Well, my first year as chairman, we had the privilege of dealing with COVID, and that became quite an event. All of our meetings had to be remote, so we learned how to do Teams and remote communication. So those were real challenges, but also we dealt in 2020 with the Ahmaud Arbery case and that tragic situation, and then the following year as chairman we had to deal with the trial of that, and trying to keep our community safe as we went through that, and to hear the voice of our community. as we went through that. It was all very important, but we worked together. We were able to go through that. It is a huge testament to the people of our community. And we sent a message, I think, around the world of how to work together and to come together in the midst of a tragedy to show that unity and build our community and make it even stronger. And that was certainly a unique challenge. But and while doing that, we had to reorganize government. So we came in and we started working to build a new team to share the vision that this commission wanted to see. So we were able to hire Mr. Fallon as our county manager, and working together with him, we built a strong team. We changed department heads throughout our system, and to make it bigger, better, stronger, and more efficient. And that's one of the things that we're always talking about is efficiency in government. You can't run government like a business in some aspects, and other aspects you can. So we're working hard to bring that to county government, and I think we're being somewhat successful in that. Again, it's time is money. When people come in to do business with Glynn County, they want that to be a pleasant experience. We have accomplished that, I believe. Community development is sometimes the only people that the public sees when they want to do business with Glynn County, is when they come into a government office. How do I get to where I want to go? And we want people that want to help them get to where they want to go. So we've been able to do that. Other department heads, our police department, our fire department, our public works, our human resources, our PIO officer, Katie, all the way around, we have reorganized. We had to rewrite our entire HR manual to be able to facilitate the changes that we wanted to be able to make. But it was a tough couple of years, but we've been able to accomplish that. So we're on the other side, and I think most people would agree that we're accomplishing the goals that we set out to accomplish.
Yes, lots of different goals, lots of changes. You've been very busy the past few years, and that's why we're so proud to bring this show to the community, because sometimes people don't see or understand the hard work that goes on behind the scenes. They may not see that or understand the changes. So thank you for so eloquently explaining that, kind of where you kind of what you've been doing. And now I was going to ask you, where do you see the Glynn County currently?
Well, I think we're in a pretty good position. We're certainly going to get some growth from the outline of the electric vehicle plant that's going up in Bryan County. We expect some overflow from that. We're looking at our infrastructure to be ready for that growth. What are we going to do to stay ahead of the curve, if you will? We're looking at that. We're looking at capital improvements. We've got major projects on the board, like our Juvenile Justice Center, the Coast Guard station with the new bathhouses and pavilion that's going to be there. Very proud of that. We're looking at a new emergency management building coming on. We've got 2 new fire departments, fire stations being considered. We're going through the process to get those done. So that's where I see us in the next couple of years. We'll be busy, but in a very positive way.
Yes. Talk a little bit about where lots of different new projects going on. They all sound fantastic. Tell us about the Juvenile Center. For those that don't know, where would this be placed?
This will be adjacent to the existing courthouse beside the Harold Pate building downtown.
Okay.
That building will be going up. We're very close to beginning that process now. We've chosen the plans are complete. We've chosen the contractor. Groundbreaking is in the near future. So that juvenile services serves our troubled youth in the community, but it's so much more than a courthouse. It's services to help youth stay on the right path, those that have wandered off the path a little bit, to get them back on without them ending up being lifelong inmates, if you will, of the community. We want to help steer the youth, and just because you make a mistake as a young person doesn't mean you should have to pay for that your entire life. We want to give them a pathway to get back into the mainstream and be productive in our society. And there's so many services. That's why we're not calling it juvenile court. We're calling it juvenile services, and it's to help the young troubled people in our community. And you look at a building like that, and we're spending a lot of money to do this. But most of the people in the county would never have any occasion to visit that building, and thankfully so. But for those that do need those services, they need to be the right services, and we need to have a facility that will accommodate that. And I think it's a positive statement for Glynn County. Most counties don't have juvenile services. We're one of only a few. I think 28 or 9 counties in a state with 159 counties that has its own juvenile services. And Judge Roundtree was instrumental in that. We lost him last week, but he dedicated a great portion of his life to help the youth, and we're proud to be able to carry that on and complete this work that he was so passionate about.
Yes, wow. These shows are so helpful because you really do a great job of explaining everything and to the public, and we're just so thrilled to hear all the progress that you've made, all your dedication and service, and all the changes that will happen, and new projects coming around the corner. So it sounds like this commission really knows how to adapt and how to grow together in a positive way. So we appreciate it.
It's kind of you to say, and this commission is engaged. A commission's job is to set policy and follow through on that policy, and it's the staff's it's their lane to carry out these policies, and we have a very good working relationship. Very proud of the staff that we have. The employees, Glynn County up and down the line from one end to the other are joining us in this vision to make Glynn County a better, more friendly, user-friendly place to live and work, and that's something that we're very proud of.
Yes, well, we can see it, and it's definitely showing, and you're certainly engaged in the community, and everyone has the same vision. I like what you said, that it has to be a community effort, but also everybody just has to agree and cooperate, or it's just not gonna happen. So it sounds like you are on the right track. The whole commission is on the right track. The staff is on the right track. So anyway, we're thrilled to have you today. And thank you so much for your service and for your time today.
Well, thank you very much. And again, I appreciate you having us on to have the opportunity to share the news that we're excited about. And we look forward to continuing to serve.
Excellent. We look forward to having you on the show again soon.
All right. Thank you very much. You have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Yeah. All right. So as I mentioned, we got plenty of people that are lined up to come on your show. I'd like to bring our police chief maybe next month, the fire chief, emergency management, and then we got other department heads, your show in future episodes as well. So thanks again. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Perfect. So we appreciate it too. Thank you so much. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.